Oh, thank you guys for tuning in with Coach Kizzy at Majestic Life Solutions. That ain't even what I'm supposed to say no more. That ain't even my saying I say anymore, but that's what it's gonna be. Uh, I was just sitting here, I was just laughing. You know how people, like I said once before, you can be at war with yourself. When an individual is just say for instance, just say this. When an individual know how to tend to their own business, and that's me. And just like things that's going on the outside of the world. Like I talk about different stuff every now and again, every now and again. I talk about it. Basically, just say like with the TD Jakes situation, P Diddy. I talk about it every blue moon. I don't talk about it all the time. I don't talk about it all the time because that's not my business. It's not my business. They don't have nothing to do with me. And so I'm here in my storm, right? And I was just thinking to myself, like, where a lot of people are in Dallas, Texas, they are having comeback moments, war with themselves. Because when I'm in my room, I don't I don't tend if I'm talking if I'm talking I'm either talking to myself or I'm talking on my platform. So they hear all day long. I be hearing them outside and stuff like that. And it is crazy because if you at war with yourself and an individual is not saying anything, what other things that you want an individual to say? So I laugh at it. I laugh at it because when you at war with yourself, and it's crazy when somebody is really not paying you no attention. You know what I'm saying? So you at war with yourself, and how crazy do you look? You understand? How crazy do you look when you at war with yourself? You at war with yourself, and you've been lagging on the same thing every day, over and over. That means you have no social life. You have no social life. You have no life at all. You have only life that you have is the life that you want to. I guess you want to be that person that you want to listen to every day. I guess you want to be that person or something because that's no social life. That if you committed to doing something that's not even working, listen, and you're not following in purpose or nothing like that, what is the source? What is the what is the whole purpose? If something is not falling through and it's been going on for almost 3 years and you've been on the same thing, you have no social life. And I feel like whoever it is, they own them drugs, and the drugs is blocking that they mindset. It's blocking their mindset, and it's making them the drug is controlling their environment. Basically, the drug is that's that demon that's in the inside of them telling them just keep doing this, keep doing this, keep doing that. But when God has his hand on somebody, God will give you God will guide that person in a direction where they be unbothered. They be unbothered about what are you doing or what you here for. Because I'm unbothered. I'm unbothered about the whole circumstances, the whole situation. I mean, it's just they they the believer of self. And when you're a believer of self and delusional, you don't trust God. You trust your own will. You go on doing things on your own timing. You don't have no God in you. That's basically saying that I have to force something. I have to force something to happen in my life. So if you have to force something to happen in your life, that's not God's timing. That's not God's hand on you. That's your hand on yourself. So I don't care about none of the city or who are all the people that they got the be on their side, their team or whatever, who they pay. I don't care about none of that. But I just know that they be at war with themselves, and I just laugh about it because it's funny. That is funny because if you see somebody doing something, well, My spirit tells me, and I know that they be here all day long, just sitting here. Is it a purpose? Is it a purpose? You already did some great things for me, push me in purpose. So what else you want to know? They be at war with themselves, and it's crazy how you can just see somebody just really at war with themselves, and they think just because it's a different date, things gonna change. And it don't change. It don't change. And you fighting with Satan. You're fighting with Satan. You at war. You at war. You at World War II. World War II. World War II means that war, it was over a long time ago. That means that war was over a long time ago. Sometimes you got to stop fighting with yourself and believe and trust in the Most High God that whatever problem that you have, it'll work out for you. But when you're fighting with Satan, he's gonna push you to do things over and over, over and over. When Satan is in your life, that's what Satan does to you. That's what Satan does to you. Satan have you doing things that you not. It's not normal. It's not normal at all, but you're gonna do it anyways because this is the dream of Satan, to control your whole atmosphere, to control the environment of your beliefs. So I just laugh at it. Every now and then I laugh at it. It'd be crazy. Like I was listening to some channel message. So I guess I heard somebody get out the call or whatever. So, and I'm like, they still here. Hello. But they have war with themselves, and I just, I don't know. It's, I have channel messages about basically, I don't know if it's my brother involved in this, or I think it's my brother involved, and I don't. It's just a whole lot of stuff. It's a whole lot. And when I say my brother's supposed to stay in Tyler, and his daughter stayed in Fort Worth or something like that, and I don't know where his son stay, but something's going on. It's wicked, but it's just some wicked people that's fighting with themselves. They at war. They at war, and I'll just be, man, I'll be kicking, and especially in my quiet. And if I'm not on my platform, like I'm talking on my platform right now, if I'm not in my quiet era, I'm in a quiet area and I just hear just certain things. I be, I be really cracking up. I be cracking up because they at war. World War II. World War II. When the world? Let me see when World War II. Let me see when World War II. World. I gotta pull up. I gotta wait for it. World War II dates. Let me see. Hold on, we got. So, so I guess they 45. Okay, that was 19. It was 1939. 19 1939. September 1st, 1939. I guess until September 2nd, 1945. I guess that's how it was. I don't know. I ain't gonna seriously. I know. I don't know, but they. they, they in big time war. They don't war by themselves. You know, for real, you have to acknowledge. You have to acknowledge that too, because it is. It is what it is. They at war, and sometimes it's best to be at war with self because you'll start understanding self more and start understanding that this experience that you're going through in life, God is putting you through a test. God is putting you through a test, but you don't realize that because you let Satan use you. That's what it is. You letting Satan use you, and the Satan comes from them all them drugs. It comes from all them drugs. they it comes from all them drugs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, it comes from them drugs, doing them drugs and stuff, and you hallucinate. You hallucinate. You hallucinate in the delusional state of mind. You know, like for real. That's why I tell people if you need to seek professional help, please seek that. Please seek professional help because this the time of the season. This time of the season, and the years have changed. The years have changed. We're living in revelation. So therefore, if you at war with self, you got to start understanding self. You got to start understanding self. And if you don't understand self, you're gonna be in a mental institute. Listen when I say it again. If you don't start understanding self and why you at war with self, you're gonna be in a mental institute. For real, you're gonna be in a mental institute because stuff is not going right in your life. It's just not going right, but you at war with yourself, and you think everybody else is doing something to you. That means you're at war with yourself, and you're delusional. When you start thinking that somebody is doing something to you, you at war with yourself. You have to break loose from Satan. You have to break loose from that. Can nobody break you from Satan. You have to pray more and tell Satan you got to rebuke Satan out your life. You have to rebuke Satan. Satan is using you for you can gain in his kingdom. For he can gain you in his kingdom. You understand what I'm saying? Satan wants you. So you have to break these cycles. You have to break the cycle off of you. You have to break these cycles off of you because you're at war with yourself. You're not at war with me. You're at war with yourself. Because only self and Satan is driving you nuts. Satan is driving you nuts. Because he's telling you, that's that little whisper that Satan is whispering in your ear every day, telling you to get up or don't go to sleep or do this and go do this. Poke at this person, do this and do that. That's Satan using you, baby. That's Satan. That's Satan. When you realize, when you wake up from that dream that you're in and come to a realization of reality, when you come to realization of reality, you'll start understanding this is not nothing of God. Satan using you.